Hi, I'm Terry with Terry Howland Associates. Today I'm making this video to talk to you about the properties in this auction. I've got some notes over here to the side, so I may have to stop and glance at them for a minute while I'm talking about it. First, I want you to know that the properties in this auction are tax deed properties. They have tax deed history. Somebody did not pay their property taxes and they were sold at the annual auction that's held in each county every year to sell property for delinquent taxes. You've probably heard about that. And if they do not redeem them in 1 year, our seller gets a deed. Now sometimes we're selling for the county, they got a deed where nobody bid on it or somebody didn't buy it at the auction, it goes to Forfeited Land Commission. Sometimes it's an investor who bid on it hoping to get the interest that they earn on those money and hoping the person will pay off that bill during the year. But in this particular case, they didn't pay it, so now our seller owns the property by quitclaim deed. We do not do title searches on tax deed properties. We do not take inside pictures. We do not make videos. All we do is take a picture of the front of the house, and there's a reason for that. I want you to go look at the property before you bid. Think about it. Somebody lost it because they didn't pay their taxes. Maybe it's not in that good a shape. Maybe somebody's living in it. We'll let you know if it's occupied. We visited the property and we have either talked to or left that person a letter to let them know this house is going to be sold and somebody's going to be knocking on their door. But don't just drive by. Get out, walk around the property, look at it. If somebody's living in it, knock on the door and ask them if they'll let you see it. We've suggested that they do in the letter that we wrote. We've sold thousands of these tax properties, so we've seen everything that can come up, as you possibly know. And here, in a few cases, we've had the high bidder did not close the transaction, did not send in their contract. So I'm going to give you some a tip about that. You can lose money by doing that. You're better off go ahead and buy the property. If you made a mistake or you think you made a mistake, close on the transaction. You can turn around. If you can't sell it to somebody right away, you can put it back in our auction. And we've done that several times for people that bought a property, then decided that it wasn't for them. They put it back in the auction. Usually they get pretty close to their money back. Some have made a good profit. So they don't, it's not a big loss. Our sellers have decided that the people that don't close, that there may be some financial consequences for that, and they're going to look into it. People not closing, not paying, and having to go through the process again. There's extra cost, extra time, their money's tied up longer, and they have other purposes to use that money for, so that's what they're doing. Before you bid, read the contract package. Go visit the property. Remember I said a drive-by is not the best method. Get out, look at the property. If you're from out of town, you don't have any family, relative, or friends, call a realtor. Ask them to do it for you. Go look at it. Take you some inside pictures, because we're not going to do it on these tax properties. I want you to investigate it yourself. And we will pay that realtor if they represent you during this transaction. Most of the houses are going to be vacant, and we will have a door open. You don't have to crawl through a window. We'll either have the front door or the back door, side door, or something, and we'll unboard it if it's boarded, all that. It'll be ready for you to go in during this inspection time. But if they are occupied, just knock on the door and see if they'll let you look at it. Some of them might, and some of them maybe we'll let you look. We've told them in the letter that the person that they're talking to when they come out to visit might be the new owner, and they may have to deal with them in the future. So We don't have any leases or rental agreements or anything with any of these people. So you can do what you want to after you buy the house. Maybe you can sell it to them and finance it. All right, after you read the contract package and you've been out there to look at the property, here's a few other tips. If you have not discussed purchasing this property with your spouse or significant other or friend that you're going to be partnering with, don't bid. Most of the time that other partner ain't happy if they didn't know about it after the bidding's over. If you're depending on your brother, your cousin, your sister, whoever, to give you the cash after the sale's over and let you borrow the money, don't bid unless you have the cash in your hand prior to bidding at the auction. And if you haven't been out there to look at it, don't bid on it. Because you may get out there, my picture will show it burned, and it is burned. And then you get out there and decide you don't like it and don't want to buy it. Well, now you've heard everybody else, all the other people bidding, all their time they took, you've taken away from them. So remember that. If you haven't looked at it, you don't have the money, you hadn't discussed it, don't bid. That's all we would ask. Remember, these are tax deed properties. They're probably not going to be perfectly move-in condition, even though we've had some that I've ridden back by and people moved in them in a few months and look like they're happy with them. I've seen some people fix them up relatively quick, and some of them might require more work. If you need help, you got any questions, don't understand anything, call us on the phone. We'll talk to you. And if we're not here, that's okay. We'll call you back and make sure you understand everything before you bid. Thank you for watching the video. I wish you well in the auction, and we'll see you at the closing.